Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe, and you can also turn on that notification bell that tells you every time I upload a new video. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back to show your support. I appreciate that. I don't know if I say it enough, but I really do appreciate it. So in today's video, I'll be talking about a topic that I've written down since last year. I always write down my topics, actually. Anytime something drops in my head, I write it down. And then over time, I just take my time to develop the content. But most times, I don't shoot the video until maybe something actually inspires it. I don't know if that makes sense, but let's assume I experienced something and then I remember, oh, I wrote this topic down and I need to talk about it, and then I come here and make the video. So, thriving in the workplace, how to be more efficient. So and as usual, I'll be reading from my book. Not like reading, but my points are there. It means to thrive. It means literally that you are prospering, you are flourishing, and you are growing. That's the dictionary meaning of thriving. So when you relate that to your work environment, to your workplace, it just means that you are growing at your job, you are prospering, that you are doing well, and you are flourishing. Like, people can see that this person is actually doing very well. And I would also like to add that this video really is not also just targeted at people that are currently in the workplace, like that currently have paid employment. It can also help you personally to grow. So don't skip this video just because you think, oh, I don't have a job, it's not going to work for me. When you eventually have a job, it's going to work for you. Anyway, let's just get right into the video. So I'm going to be giving 7 tips that helps you to thrive in your workplace. And the first thing I would talk about is goal setting. I don't even know how people do things in life without setting goals. Like, what motivates you? What keeps you going? If it is not the goal that you have already set for yourself. Yes, I think I talked about this when I was doing a video on work-life balance or something like that, and I mentioned that a friend asked me how I'm able to do the things I do, and I told her at every point in my life I have a goal. At every point in my life I have something I'm chasing. So if, let's assume I already set a goal and I've achieved that, I'm not going to say, oh, because I have achieved this goal, I'm done. I'll look for something else to do again. So I keep setting goals for myself. I keep pushing myself. That's the word for it. So when you set a goal, it could be a weekly goal, it could be a quarterly goal, it could be an annual goal. But whatever it is that you have set, whatever it is that you have written as your goal, will let you know how much work you need to put into it. And trust me, when you're able to achieve things, people recognize that. People recognize achievement. In fact, somebody said something, said, what people see is results. They don't see hard work. Number 2, be organized. Now, when we are talking about organization, like being organized, we're talking about you having what to do per time. Like, every day you have a to-do list of things you intend to achieve for the day. Or you have a weekly to-do list, things you intend to achieve for that week, or a monthly to-do list, things like that. It's almost related to a goal. Now, what the organization just helps you to do is, okay, this is the goal that you have set for yourself. What are the things that you need to do to achieve that goal? And then you put that on a list. And then every single day or every single week or every single month, you're able to check something off that list, check something off that list. Sometimes, even setting goals might not even just be generally for, like, it might not be an annual goal, it might just be a daily goal. Like, today, what do I intend to achieve today? For the whole of that day, everything you would do will be towards achieving that goal. So goal setting really works for every aspect. It might not just be that, oh, by in 2 years' time, I want to have done my master's, or I want to have taken this certification, or I want to have acquired these skills. If you're not going to be faithful in the little, in the daily task, in the weekly task, in the monthly task, trust me, when it even comes to achieving the big things, it might be a bit difficult. So this is where being organized comes in. Now, I'm just going to give an example of that. So I mentioned earlier when I started this video, as soon as a topic drops in my head, I always like to write it down. Once I write down everything I want to do, as I'm doing it, I'm ticking it off, I'm ticking it off, I'm ticking it off. It helps me to know that I've actually achieved something. and I feel more confident, and then I'm excited to do something else. Being organized is very important when you're trying to thrive. It helps you to grow. You're able to see the growth. It helps you to keep track of your growth. Number 3, teamwork. Very important. I struggled with this for a long time. I'm the kind of person that I don't like anything dragging me back. The moment I say, okay, now it's time to do this, I move into gear. Now, I would not like somebody else to come and drag me back, especially when I already have a set time that I intend to achieve it. So anything that looks like it's going to delay me, I'd rather stay away from it. So it means even if I needed to ask for help, if I feel like the help I'm asking for will delay the process, I will not ask for help. I'll do it myself. But I realized that when you don't learn to work with people, it also stunts your growth, really. Because there are things that you could have easily just delegated. But because you wanted to do it all by yourself, you will now waste so much time on that when you could have used that time to do something else, to do something more productive. I don't know if you guys get it. So learn to work as a team. It helps you guys to say, okay, we have 10 things on this list. You take 2, you take 3, you take 4, and all of that. And then before you know it, you only need a shorter time to achieve the goal. And then this also comes to when we are talking about the fact that you even learn in the process, because there are, even when you are doing research, there are still some things that you tend to miss, and then somebody else comes with it. Somebody else offers the knowledge. Somebody else offers the insight, and then you have learned something new in that process. That is what the advantage of working as a team gives you. Number 4, be confident enough to volunteer to leadership positions. So let's assume that you are in the office, micromanaged system. I don't want to go so deep so that an ordinary person can understand what I'm saying. What a micromanaged system simply means is that you have one individual that has like 4 or 5 staff, or maybe 10 staff, and everybody reports directly to the boss. Like there are different departments, but maybe you just have one person for each of those departments. Or you have times where you actually have to handle projects, and maybe 2 or 3 people have to come together to handle that project. And then they need a team lead that will supervise the project, that will report to the boss, things like that. And then you're always taking a back seat. You will not grow because you are not giving yourself that opportunity to do the work that comes with leading a team. And what leading a team simply entails is you will need to do research. You need to be able to manage different people at different levels. You need to be able to identify skills, identify strengths, identify weaknesses. So it takes a lot. And that helps you grow as an individual. And it helps you thrive. 5, be ready to demonstrate your skills and your ability. So let's assume that you are good at something. And at every time an opportunity comes up to showcase your skill, because they did not ask for it, you didn't bother. Where I work, there are things that when people need it, even if it is not in my job description, they come to me, because I have shown that I have a skill set in this area and I'm very good at it. Then number 6, be very versatile. Now, it's not just about having one skill set. I was talking to one of my mentees recently about this. She called me up. She has a career path that she intends to follow, or that she wants to go into. But because she doesn't have experience in that career path, it's so difficult for her to get a job in that regard. And for every time an opportunity comes, she'll say, I'll tell her, take this opportunity. And she'll be like, no, I don't want to do this. This is what I want to do. Then I had to use myself as an example at some point that, look, when I started out my career, I knew what I really wanted to do. But at the same time, I knew that for me to get for me to have that opportunity, I also would not remain where I am. I needed to at least put myself out there, put myself in like an industry where I can grow. I started my career as a customer service person. That was actually what I wanted to do at that time. But the funny thing is, I was a fresh graduate. I had done my compulsory youth service, and I just wanted to start my career, and I knew I had to start from somewhere. So I had to start from a level where I know that I can easily grow in the career. And I started out as a customer service. From there, I moved to other departments based on the skills I was able to showcase as at that time. They moved me from customer service to credit, and then before you knew it, I was heading a branch. I grew from different departments. And I know that most of the job offers I've gotten recently are based on those skill sets that I have, learned over time, that I have grown in over time. So I was telling her, I'm like, look, if I was an employer and I'm looking for someone to head a particular department, now heading that department requires some skills that might not even just be streamlined to that department. And now imagine you are just coming and you only have one skill set, and they have another option of someone who has various skill sets that they know that someone coming with this skill set is going to really help this company grow. Trust me, they will pick that person first. So the earlier you start your career, start to build yourself, start to gather different experiences, trust me, the sky is just the starting point. You will thrive faster than someone that just restricts themselves to one skill set. So that's what I mean by being very versatile. And the last point on my list, and as I usually say, this is not limited, is be your best at every given role. Very important. I mentioned I was going to link one video earlier, but what I want to talk about now, I will link another video too. So it's going to be somewhere up on the screen. I think that video was when I was talking about quitting a job and starting another one. I mentioned in that video that even though when I got that job, before I could even get myself, they were making it very difficult. That's just the summary of the whole thing. They were making it very difficult for me. But because it was in a field that I was really, really ready to go into, right? I still tried to do my best. While I was there, I was learning what I needed to learn. And I mentioned in that video that by the time I eventually quit that job and started a new one, that was what just helped me to thrive. So when you are given a particular position, even if it is not what you initially wanted, while you are there, I think you should see it as a learning process. I think you should see it as an opportunity to grow, an opportunity to be your best. I've got job offers based on recommendations, based on the fact that, don't worry, is it only, don't worry, she's going to be a great asset. I've gotten offers like that just because of something I did somewhere, that even though that was not what I really wanted to do, but I did it and I did my best. And that paved way for me somewhere else. So be your best at every given time. This helps you thrive. It helps you grow. So I tried to make this video as short as possible. Things I'm saying are just things that I've experienced personally and things that I've read about or things that I've seen. But you can always share your thoughts in the comments for somebody else to learn. You can ask your questions. I'm always very open to share knowledge. I have a lot of mentees. I have a group on WhatsApp where people reach out to me. People ask me questions. They ask me career questions, and I'm always just very ready to help people to grow. And the fact that these are also some of the things that I've probably had to experience, it just makes it very easy for me, to talk about how I was able to move past it. And trust me, it always helps when you have somebody you can talk to. I also have people that when I need to talk about issues, when I need to get some things sorted out, I also have people that I look up to and that I talk to. So trust me, there's no shame in it. No shame at all. So guys, we have come to the end of this video. Please remember to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and if you learned something. And also don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See, I was checking my analytics yesterday, and at least for the first time, I had more of my subscribers watching my videos than people that are not subscribed. But still, that was a whole 30% of people that are not subscribed to my channel that are watching my videos. I don't know why you have not subscribed, but trust me, you will not regret it. You will not have to take your subscription back. And it's very free, like free of charge. So guys, hit that button and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.